They said Gemini, Pisces, and Libra are the only dual signs. And Erica said, hold the fuck up. I don't know about you adding Libra up in there. And then we got into
I can see why they would say it because of the representation of the two fish and then the twins. But they were trying to say that Libra was also dual because it has two pans on, on the scale. And I'm like, but the scale is a singular device. Like, it's also an inanimate. I don't know. Like, I went into it, like, what does duality mean in relation to what you're actually saying? Because he was trying to make it seem like I was a dumbass and like I was trolling him. So we really had to break it down.
Me a question the other day because of Twitter, which is interesting. What do you think about dual signs, Erica? If you don't mind. Okay, so this was the question that was posed, or not. It wasn't even a question. This is what somebody stated. Okay, they said Gemini, Pisces, and Libra are the only dual signs. And Erica said, hold the fuck up. I don't know about you adding Libra up in there. And then we got into
I can see why they would say it because of the representation of the two fish and then the twins. But they were trying to say that Libra was also dual because it has two pans on, on the scale. And I'm like, but the scale is a singular device. Like, it's also an inanimate. I don't know. Like, I went into it, like, what does duality mean in relation to what you're actually saying? Because he was trying to make it seem like I was a dumbass and like I was trolling him. So we really had to break it down. And we did break it down in that conversation, didn't we?
So I wanted to know what you thought, because my brain automatically went, okay, so I went with the first one. I'm like, okay, Gemini, co-signing of two energies in one, higher mind of man, lower mind of man. All right, so I went there. Then we started talking a little bit about Pisces. But then it got really interesting because we were talking about the fact that if you have any scale, even a scale that isn't meant for the merchant scale, is that what it's called, Erica?
Yeah, the merchant scale.
Like if you sold drugs and you had a singular scale, measurement itself is still comparing something to something else.
Exactly.
So like even if you was putting your weed on the scale, whatever. But she was like, no, the scale wouldn't be nothing. The merchant scale would be nothing without what holds it in the middle. So isn't that a triplicity?
Which is the third component. And you need that, like, in order for you to come to a resolution, Libra, like, who decides what's right and wrong? You have to have that third party, which is why I was saying it wasn't duality.
And to add to that, now that I've done my quick contemplation, technically, all signs have a duality. You know I was going to say
Janae
that.
said that. She did say that.
You know I was going to say that. For example, if you take Capricorn, right? Capricorn is either climbing the mountain or not moving at all.
Yep.
Virgo is either utter cleanliness or utter filth. You can either go that way.
Nelly.
So I believe that they focus more on the dualities of Gemini and Pisces because they are mutable, which means that their duality changes a lot faster. Mm-hmm. They're kind of like the leaf in the wind, so they can flip-flop a lot faster. It doesn't mean that the other signs don't flip-flop. You can have something like a Scorpio, which is life and death. These are flip-flops. They just happen really slowly. Yeah. Compared to the Gemini who's like, I'm on this, now I'm on this flip-flop, which is the mutable, right? But all signs are a spectrum. Some happen quicker than others in their transition from one spectrum to the other. But if we're going to talk about all the signs being duality, they all are.
There we go.
And I
They all
even
have
put up the fact that they have opposites, and that's the same energy to just at different ends of the spectrum. So
exactly.
I was like, if he thought you was trolling him, but I just thought it was interesting because then that
I
brought up the
wasn't. Like, I'm
conversation.
like, do
You
we
weren't.
really need to pull out the dictionary, the Cambridge dictionary? Because I did. And I'm like, yeah, even by this, like, you would not have a scale if you didn't have that mechanism in the middle balancing everything, or I'm sorry, not balancing everything, but like stabilizing everything. It
That's the
wouldn't be a scale.
judge, like she was saying that if we were in
Yeah, the
court.
mediator, essentially.
Right.
So
So
is
yeah, you
Libra
can't have Libra
energy
without that.
dual, or is it the judgment of both sides?
If you take Pisces as looking at, is there a third element? Yeah. The water in which it flops. Because how it's going to swim from one end to the other in what? What's it swimming in? Oil?
No, it's flopping in air if it's out
I mean,
of
if
water.
you get it in a certain can, I mean,
Yeah, and so it depends on the water, because water is not a still in all areas. Is water just stagnant? Water moves. There's waves. There's all that. So if you're going to take in using the same thing, that there is a something that's holding the scale for duality, then the water in which the water that's holding the fish is also the triplicity and shit. Lack of contemplation
Yeah.
that I see with people who profess to, and then not engaging gracefully in conversations to dissect what these things mean. How dare he say that you're trolling? You're supposed to have open conversations about astrology, because we are not gods, and you are not the god of astrology, and you must contemplate it and be open to conversations, unless you're just completely being a dumbass and saying that something represents something that
even
doesn't
if you
exist.
look at it, like, and I even broke it down like that. I'm like, technically, Libra has more than just those three components. Like, if you pull up a merchant scale, it has a lot of mechanisms in it. And just like when it comes to relationships or, dealing with other people, there are a lot of components that keep it functional and moving and flowing so that it does what it needs to do. So I wasn't being a troll. I don't know if he just wanted to be right or just wanted to argue. I don't know.
And his argument's not original either, because I've seen people say that before, and I was like, I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna jump into this right now.
Yeah, but the only point that I was making was that Libra was more than two parts. That's it.
Yeah.
The Aquarian age is for knowledge, calling all seekers of ancient wisdom and self-discovery. Make sure you turn on notifications or add us as a favorite so you don't miss the opening date. Myself and Marie Rousseau are thrilled to announce the launch of our new Facebook group on January 29th, 2023. This group is dedicated to maintaining the integrity of astrology and other tools of knowledge such as cardology, human design, psychology, and more. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, this group is for anyone who wants to learn more and maintain a standard of practice. So make sure that you join the Astro G ladies for engaging conversations, live events, resources, services, and more. This is an opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals, explore ideas and perspectives, and to deepen understanding of yourself and the world around you. Are you ready for astrology to get real? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Astro G Ladies Roundtable, where we discuss astrology and spirituality in a practical way. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when we post a new video. Peace.